There you go. What is your name, please?
Your Honor, this is the no-name booking, and we brought her first due to her being in a restraint chair.
She's not able to speak? Or
She is. I'm just sorry. I'm just letting you know it's the no-name booking on here.
ma'am, can you hear me at the jail? Can you say your full name, please?
Ma'am, I'm not guilty of anything at all.
Okay. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty, but I need your name. If you can give me your name.
Because I,
Can you just give me your name so that I can make a decision about your release or no release? Jail, if you could unmute. I don't know if you,
this is a nightmare for me, ma'am.
okay, I want to be able to release you, but I've got to get your name and your date of birth.
Would I soil a perfectly good name when I haven't done anything? I was
Okay.
waiting for
Well, I just
bus
need to
and
know. Okay, so hold on. I just need to know, what is your first name, ma'am?
Ma'am, why would I want to soil a good name? I haven't done anything. I've
Okay,
done nothing.
I'm saying that you're pleading not guilty to this charge, okay? And you can certainly have your day in court, but I need to know, what is your first name, please?
Ma'am, I've
I'm
already
gonna,
answered that 3 times. I've been in pain all day with these people giving me pain, and I haven't had any food all day.
okay,
This is
I
a
don't want to
nightmare
keep you
for
in
me.
custody any longer, but you're gonna
I
stay
haven't done
overnight.
anything. I
You're
haven't
gonna
done
stay,
anything.
you're gonna stay
I,
overnight if you don't give me your name.
no, I don't want to stay overnight. I want to
Then
leave,
give
please.
me your name.
I don't even belong here. And I need an address for you. I don't know where they bought me. I don't know why. Not even the cops knew why they were going to pick me up. Not even they do. Not even they do know why. Would you please let me go? Not even they know why. They were sent out to go get me.
Okay, so
Did you
what
know
is your
that?
full name, please? What is your name,
Don't
ma'am?
stare at me now.
What is your name, please?
You answered that I'm a Christian. I don't want to soil a good name just because I'm being falsely accused of something. This is a nightmare for me. I was just waiting for a bus, for goodness sake. I was just waiting for a bus. And then the 2 cops stepped up. They don't even tell me why. Because not even they know why. Well, I asked them why. Why are you here? Why are you picking me among all these people?
All right, ma'am. I'm gonna, in a refusal to cooperate with the court and provide your name, you're gonna stay until tomorrow morning. Hopefully you'll
No,
cooperate with the next judge. Jail, if you could fingerprint her, that'll be great. Thank you.
I'm not a Christian. Ma'am, I'm going.
Oh, shoot. When was she arrested on that charge? 8/28. Gonna be right there. Okay. What is your full name, please?
Sheikh Noor Mohammed Abdi.
All right, looks like you were charged with new charges of domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a probation hold on you. Because you're on probation for domestic violence charges, I'm going to hold you on this case on a $2,500 bond. Appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim, go to where that person lives or works. Possess no firearms or weapons, commit no further acts of domestic violence. The next court date's going to be June 18th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. We'll be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Extra chili. 5 minutes. It is only 6 minutes. Oh no.
What is your full name, please?
Joseph Adrian Daly.
You're charged with one count of assault. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Don't have any contact with the victim. Your next court, I'm going to release you on this case only. You do have that felony hold. I'm going to set your next court date in Justice Court, June 20th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. And I'll let Justice Court know that you're currently in custody on another matter. You are
Okay.
excused. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a great night.
Yeah. What is your name, please?
Mark Renningstal.
Mr. Burnsaw, looks like you had a warrant for your arrest at a Justice Court for a shoplifting case from October 7th, 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter plea of not guilty. The Justice Court judge wants you held. I'm going to set your bond at $1,000 for that case. Appoint Robin Ald as your attorney. You will see a judge tomorrow out of Justice Court, June 11th at 9:30 a.m. So you'll be seen in Justice Court on this matter. You also had 2 cases in warrant status, both involving drug paraphernalia charges out of city court. I'm going to quash those warrants, release you. Your next court date in city court is going to be July 15th at 9 a.m. If you do not appear, more warrants will issue for your arrest. It's really important you show up for court, sir. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Omar Alan Gonzalez.
Looks like you had a warrant for your arrest that the jail found for a shoplifting case from May 15th, 2024. I am going to quash the warrant. I will release you on this case only. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, June 20th at 8:30 a.m. You've got to make sure you appear at this time, sir. If you don't, another warrant will issue for your arrest. You also had several cases in warrant status out of city court. You had warrants on a resisting arrest charge, shoplifting case, a trespass case with a drug paraphernalia together, a fourth case involving shoplifting, a fifth case for drug paraphernalia, a sixth case for shoplifting and drug paraphernalia, a seventh case for unlawful possession of prescription drugs, drug paraphernalia, an eighth case for drug paraphernalia, and then a new charge of disorderly conduct. I'm going to quash all those warrants, enter pleas of not guilty, set your bond at $2,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. You'll see a judge in City Court June 20th at 1:45 p.m. You are excused. Thank you.
So am I getting released?
Yeah, $2,000 bond. Thank you. What is your full name, please? You had warrants for your arrest at a justice court for a shoplifting from March 2nd of 2023. I am going to quash that warrant. The judge in the case wants you held on a bond. I'll set your bond at $1,000. Appoint Robin Ald as your attorney. Your next court date is going to be tomorrow in Justice Court, June 11th at 9:30 a.m. You also had warrants for your arrest out of city court on 5 cases in warrant status. 3 of them involved drug paraphernalia. 1 case was criminal trespass in the first degree. The other case was a domestic violence disorderly conduct charge. I will enter pleas of not guilty. Let's see, set your bond at $1,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. You'll see a judge in City Court on June 20th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Anais Carrillo,
What's your middle name?
Monique.
You're charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent. You can hire counsel to represent you. If you are facing jail time at some point in the case, you can be screened to see if counsel can be appointed in your case. I'm going to release you on this case. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in City Court, July 15th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Make sure you appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Ralph Odine Fisher.
All right. Looks like you had a case from April 30th of this year involving charges of assault, 2 counts of criminal damage, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and 1 charge of threats and intimidation. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You also had a failure to appear for these charges. Your bond is set at $1,000. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date in City Court, June 20th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
Stephanie Marie Hughes.
You had 2 warrants for your arrest. One case involved a domestic violence assault case from November
Yes.
15th of 2022. The other case involved a criminal trespass and a 3rd-degree charge, and that charge was from June 6th of 2024. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty, set your bond at $500, appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next hearing date is June 20th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. Did you want to say something for the record?
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see if maybe it showed on there where the trespass was, because I have no idea where that came from.
Well, when you see your attorney, they'll explain the police report to you, but it was at 150 South Wilmot on June 6, 2024. It looks like it was about 8:14 in the morning. All right, your attorney will talk to you about it. Thank you.
Okay, okay.
What is your full name, sir?
My phone?
Your name.
She asked for my phone.
What is your name, sir?
Adam
Adam what? What's your full name, sir?
Anon Taru.
All right, you're charged with 2 separate counts of violating a court order. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. Mr. Carew, if I release you, you cannot go to that dog park at 2075 North 6th Avenue. Do you understand, sir?
I understand, ma'am. I
Don't go
understand.
there. You've got 2 court orders, my court order and some other judge's court order for you not to go there. Don't have any contact with the victims involved in this case. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty to the charges. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent. If you don't appear at your next hearing date on July 10th, 2025 at 2:30 p.m., a warrant could issue for your arrest and new charges of failure to appear could be added to each case. So make sure you appear. You have a right to appear for all hearing dates. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Lynn Urieta.
Looks like a petition to revoke your probation was filed out of city court. The petition states that you were placed on probation on December 20th of 2023 for 18 months, and you violated probation in 3 ways. You failed to complete your corrective solution probation intake. You failed to complete your domestic violence treatment and your substance abuse treatment. You failed to complete mental health evaluation. This petition was filed around January 17th of 2024. I'm going to enter a denial of the allegations. The judge wants you held in the case. I'm going to set your bond at $2,500. Appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And your next court date in city court is going to be June 23rd, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you. You are excused. Is there a Spanish speaker there?
Yes, Your Honor, this is court interpreter present.
Oh, Dale, are there any Spanish speaking defendants?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Spanish interpreter, you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about that. So what is your full name at the jail? What's your name, sir?
Jerry, yeah.
The new gent, you pick up new charges of criminal trespass in a third degree and drug paraphernalia. And that was from today's date. I'm an inter pleas of not guilty. You also had 2 cases in warrant status for drug paraphernalia. I'm going to quash those warrants, inter pleas of not guilty. Mr. Nugent, I'm going to release you. Don't go back to 1802 East Prince Road. Your next court date in city court is going to be July 28, 2025 at 9 a.m. Make sure you appear, sir. If you don't, warrants will issue for your arrest. You are excused. Thank you. What's your full name, please?
Mrs. Pendleton?
All right, you have 2 separate charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, 2 counts of domestic violence, harassment by communication. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. If I release you, you're not allowed to have any contact with your daughter and your roommate, Rowdy. Do you understand?
Yes, but they live there, so I don't know.
Well, if
They,
you,
they live with me.
all right, so because of the charges, you're not going to be able to live with them. So you'll have to find someplace else until you see the next judge. You can change that condition. Commit no further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date is going to be in Tucson City Court, July 11th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Make sure you appear in court. You are excused. Don't
Okay,
text the individuals. Thank you.
thank you.
What is your full name, please?
David Stevenson.
Charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by counsel. If you would like to hire an attorney, if you are facing jail time at some point in the case, then you could be screened to see if counsel should be appointed. Make sure you make your next hearing date on July 14, 2025 at 10 a.m. in City Court. If you don't appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest and new charge of failure to appear could be added to your case. So make sure you make it to City Court on July 14th. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
Brian James Barnett.
You are charged with one count of domestic violence, aggravated assault, and burglary in the first degree. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is next to you, representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor, then I'll hear from your attorney. Mr. Gant.
Good evening, Judge. Thank you. The state's asking for a $25,000 bond plus pretrial services if that's posted. I would note Mr. Barnett has 2 prior misdemeanor convictions for domestic violence involving the same victim. I believe he's based on the interim here, and that demonstrates to the victim. In addition to the bond, I would ask the court impose an immediate no contact with the victim. Thank you.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, he has no prior felony convictions. He is a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. He's unable to post any significant amount of bond. I'd ask that based on the lack of felony history that you'd set the bond at $5,000.
Mr. Barnett, your bond is set at $25,000. You are not allowed to have any contact with the victim beginning now. Don't call that person, text that person, social media the person. So if you were to get out of custody, you cannot go to where that person lives or works, possess no firearms or weapons, commits no further acts of domestic violence. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. June 20th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Give the charges for this next defendant.
What is your full name, please?
Adam Joseph Espinosa.
I'll waive reading of the complaint, enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. You do have an attorney who is seated next to you. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation. Mr. Gant.
Judge, the state's asking for a $50,000 bond plus pretrial services if posted. Given the nature of the charges, I'll submit on my written recommendation, including the specific condition that was requested by the state. Thank you.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, he has no prior felony convictions. He's a 2 on the FTA and the NCA scale. He is a lifelong resident of Tucson with ties to the community. He's currently employed and a part-time student. I'd ask that you set the bond at $15,000.
Mr. Espinosa, your bond set at $50,000 plus release of pretrial services. If you're able to post that bond, you must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. No contact with the alleged victims, no contact with any minors, possess no alcohol or illegal drugs. If you were to get out of custody, Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. June 20th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Mr. Gant, did I miss anything regarding specific release conditions?
There was just the one condition, Judge. I'm not sure if the court would be inclined to impose it, but I wrote in the other section just regarding the nature of these charges.
I'll leave my conditions the way they are. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Good being here.
What is your full name, please?
Gabriel Nicholas Simon.
You are charged with burglary in the third degree, criminal trespass in a second degree, it's a class 2 misdemeanor, and larceny, a class 1 misdemeanor. The first charge of burglary in the third degree is a class 4 felony. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. You do have an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'll hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation. County attorney?
Judge, I'm okay with his release to pretrial services.
Let's see. I will release you to supervision of pretrial services. As the state's okay with that release condition. Sir, you must comply with any monitoring treatment as directed by pretrial services. Don't go back to that business location. Stay away from the victim's business. While you're on release status, do not drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. Don't pick up any new charges. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. June 30th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. You are excused. Thank you.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Defense counsel, on that Adam Espinosa case, are you okay with putting me that condition in? I don't know what I was thinking, but no, don't be on a computer.
Yes.
All right, sir, what is your full name at the jail, please?
Dakota Jackson Gray Mountain.
All right, looks like you had a felony warrant for your arrest for 2 counts of aggravated DUI and a misdemeanor charge for open container of alcohol in a vehicle. The alleged incident date was from November 16, 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. The state is okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I will follow that recommendation, release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs while on release status. Do not drive without a valid license. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your arraignment date is set for June 17, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Stay in touch with your public defender and make your court date. If not, another warrant's going to issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your full name, please?
It's Brittany Alexandra Hansen.
All right, Ms. Hanson, you were arrested for promoting prison contraband and tampering with physical evidence. The alleged incident date was from May 23rd, 2025. The state has made a decision at this time for that case to dismiss your case without prejudice. I will release you on this case. There's a possibility the state could refile that case at some later point. If they do, the state will summons you to appear back in court. You also were arrested for unlawful possession of a narcotic drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. The state also has made a decision at this time to dismiss that case without prejudice. I will dismiss without prejudice, release you. Again, the state could refile this case at some later point. If you receive a summons in the mail to appear, you must appear in court. You also picked up new misdemeanor charges for criminal trespass in the first degree and drug paraphernalia. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. I'm going to release you. This case is assigned to me. I'm Judge Hale. I'll see you in City Court, July 11, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. If you don't appear, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand?
Smith.
It looks like you have the other cases too. So you got to make sure you appear for all your hearing dates on July 11th at 9:30. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
What is your full name, please?
Michael Allen Hubby.
Mr. Hubby, you're charged with theft of means of transportation, identified probable cause at this moment for the burglary in a third-degree charge. State, you want to be heard on that?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. I'll enter plea of not guilty on that one charge of theft of means of transportation. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. You do have an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. The state's okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I will release you to their supervision. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You're not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs while on release status. Don't have any contact with the victim involved in this case. Don't go to where that person lives or works. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is June 30th at 1:30 p.m. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of city court for a drug paraphernalia charge. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. You must appear in city court July 10th, 2025 at 2:00 p.m. If you don't appear, another warrant will issue for your arrest, but hopefully you'll show up for court. You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Adria Linville.
What's your middle name?
Doreen.
You have new charges of a misdemeanor DUI charge, felony unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this case. And Jail, does she have a probation hold on her?
Yes.
You have a probation hold on you. County attorney, what's your recommendation?
In light of the probation hold, Judge, I'd recommend a $1,000 bond.
Any objection by the defense?
No.
Ms. Linville, your bond set $1,000. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. If you were to get out of custody, you cannot drive without a valid license. You cannot drink any alcohol, do not take any illegal drugs, and certainly do not be in possession of any illegal drugs. Preliminary hearing is set June 20th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. The Legal Defender's Office will be out to see you. You also had a charge of a misdemeanor DUI. I'll release you. Set your next court date in Justice Court, June 20th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. And I'll let them know that you're currently in custody on that felony matter. You are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Michael O'Mara.
Is it Francis, your middle name?
Oh, yes.
Looks like you're wanted in Maricopa County on a unlawful possession of a dangerous drug charge. I'm going to quash the warrant, enter plea of not guilty. Defense counsel, any recommendation?
Your Honor, in light, it looks like he also has a hold. I'd ask you to set the bond at 1,000.
Okay. Let me see what kind of hold do you have? Adult probation hold. All right, I'll set your bond at $1,000. You'll have a review hearing here in Pima County on July 8th at 9 a.m. to see what's the status on your local case. All right, you are excused. Thank you. What is your full name, sir?
Nico Price,
What's your middle name, sir?
LaShawn,
You are charged with 1 count of domestic violence aggravated assault ×2 and 2 counts of domestic violence kidnapping. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I'll let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearings. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding his bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Mr. Gant.
Thank you, Judge. The state's asking for a $75,000 bond plus pretrial services if that is posted. This is due for a couple of reasons. First, the nature of this offense. We believe he's a continual risk to the victim. The detective's interim complaint noted a history of violent or assaultive behavior. Primarily here, my concern is the DV strangulation. The court's aware of the risk factors that go along with these types of cases. I didn't receive a Form 4C in this, but certainly the allegations are concerning. Furthermore, according to the interim, he has ties to Alabama. The detective's note at the bottom of the interim complaint said that he fled a domestic violence incident in Alabama. So that indicates to the state he lacks significant community ties. So I would ask the court impose the bond. I'm asking that he not possess firearms. And I forgot to check the box on my written recommendation, but I would ask that there be an immediate no contact order with the victim. Thank you.
Defense counsel.
Your Honor, he has no prior felony convictions. He's a 1 on the NCA and a 2 on the FTA scale. I don't see any violent convictions. He's lived in Tucson for a year and he does have ties to the community. He's also currently employed full-time and needs to work tomorrow. He does have housing away from the alleged victim available with a friend. So for all those reasons, I'd ask that you set the bond at $5,000.
Mr. Price, because of the alleged nature of this incident, looks like you lived in Tucson for only about a year. Your bond is set at $75,000. No contact whatsoever with this victim. Do not call her, social media her, text her, stay away from her. If you were to post that bond, you cannot go to where she lives or works, commit no further acts of domestic violence, possess no firearms or weapons. If you post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. June 20th, 1:30 is your preliminary hearing. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I don't have no way of posting a bond that's $75,000 a month. I do work, but my money is tied up. I got kids in Alabama. I take care of them. I got bills over here. I can't afford $75,000.
You can talk to your attorney and she can file a motion to lower your bond before a different judge. So when your attorney will be out to see you soon at the jail. You can talk to them about filing that motion. Thank you.
Down to the pit.
What is your full name, please?
Dina Blue Quiroga.
You have been arrested and accused of the crime of unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yeah.
I'll
Yes.
release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. While you're on release status, you are not allowed to drink any alcohol. Do not take any illegal drugs. Do not be in possession of any illegal drugs. Public Defender's Office is appointed. Your first hearing is called a STEPS hearing. It's on June 17th at 9 a.m. You must be present for this hearing. If you're not present, two things will happen. A warrant could issue for your arrest, and you may no longer be eligible for the diversion program. And Defense Counsel, you waive time limits for the preliminary hearing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Clerk, when is 45 days out? All right, July 25th at 1:30 p.m. is the preliminary hearing. Ms. Quiroga, you also had warrants for your arrest. One case was out of Marana for a drug paraphernalia charge and criminal trespass from May 24, 2023. I'm going to quash the warrant, release you. July 9th at 10 a.m. is your next court date in Marana. Then you had warrants for your arrest out of Justice Court for shoplifting from January 30th, 2024. Shoplifting from March 27, 2023. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash the warrants, release you. Your next court date in Justice Court is June 20th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. And then you had multiple warrants out of City Court. One case involving criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia. A second case, criminal trespass, drug paraphernalia. A third case for criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia. A fourth case involving shoplifting. A fifth case involving criminal trespass. Some of these cases go back to 2022, two of them 2023, one in 2024, one in 2025. So to me, Ms. Kiarga, it looks like you just don't even bother to show up for court in city court. Your bond is set at $500. I'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. You'll see a judge in city court on June 20th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. If you're in custody. If you're out of custody, it'll be July 9th at 2:00 p.m. Your city public defender will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. You are excused. All right, everyone's excused. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Thanks. Have a good night.